Will you love Salem? Or do you think it's just a bureaucratic wasteland in the heart of Oregon? These are the questions that I asked myself before I moved to Salem. But unfortunately, I never got the answers until after I moved here. Moving to a new and unknown place can be incredibly scary and exciting all at the same time. Just like you, I relocated to Salem and I was desperate for information about the city and what life in Salem is really like. Today, I'm going to talk about the top 5 reasons why you might fall in love with Salem. My goal for this video is to give you just a bit more information about Salem so you can decide if Salem is the right place for you. My name is Clarity Odd and I'm a real estate agent here in Salem. I make videos for you, my future clients who are relocating to Salem, Oregon. If you're buying a home here in Salem and you want to work with us in the home buying process, go down to the description of this video where you're going to find all of our contact information. Reach out so that we can help you. Before we jump in, I do want you to know that I have also made a video that looks like this that is all about the top 5 reasons why you might hate Salem. I like to keep it positive, but I also know that you're looking for the good stuff. You want the honest opinions, and that video has a balanced review of the negatives, just like this one has all of the positives. Okay, let's jump in. The first reason why you are absolutely gonna fall in love with Salem is because you're gonna be surrounded by so much nature, and you are gonna have easy access to all kinds of outdoor adventures that you can think of. Within the city of Salem, you're gonna have easy access to a lot of different amazing city parks. And of course, you're gonna have the Salem waterfront, which brings its own set of water sports and adventures. But if you're wanting to expand your radius, you are gonna be just within an hour's reach of the beach, an hour and a half of Mount Hood or Mount Bachelor, and in just 45 minutes, you can be up in the city of Portland. You can go to any forest to hunt for mushrooms in like an hour or less, and you just have so much access to nature because Salem is located in the center of the Willamette Valley, which is arguably the most beautiful valley in all of Oregon. You are gonna feel like a kid in a candy shop if you love nature. And also, let me tell you, I grew up in the Pacific Northwest. I am a lazy ass hiker. When I say hike and I'm like going out on a hike, no, I don't mean I'm gonna hike. I mean I'm gonna find a leisurely place to walk in the woods with my doggo and my handsome husband, and that's gonna be my type of hike. And you know what? There's a lot of those in and around Salem. My favorites are Silver Falls. I really love Willamette Mission State Park and Minto Brown Park, but I'm getting off topic here, so let's drop back. And I'm saying that to myself. Let me get back on topic. The next reason why you are gonna fall in love with Salem is because it has easy access to big city amenities, but it is nothing like Portland. Portland and Salem have an incredibly different vibe, but if you like the idea of living in a small city like Salem, but you still want to be close to a big city like Portland, Salem really is the perfect spot. I came from Portland, that's where I relocated from, but after COVID and all the protests, I was really thankful that I was in Salem and just in a smaller city in general. I still work in Portland, so having easy access to big city amenities and dipping in and out of Portland frequently is amazing. I get all of the big city benefits without any of the big city problems. Salem is a small town and it is very provincial and quintessential, and that is the vibe that you're gonna see everywhere down here. So if you're somebody who wants that big city energy, you want that mantra of keep Portland weird, Salem might not be the place for you. But if you are looking for a city that is a little bit more tempered, a little bit more relaxed and not as wild as Portland, Salem is going to be a really good fit for you. After all, Salem is in Oregon and we're all a little bit kooky here in Oregon, so you won't have to sacrifice that aspect if you're moving to Salem. If you're enjoying this video so far, give it a thumbs up and go down to the comments and tell me exactly where you're watching this video from. If you want to be notified every time I put out a video, definitely subscribe to my channel where you will be pinged by the algorithm beast when I put out a new video each and every week. The next reason why you are going to fall in love with Salem is because it is one of the lower cost of living cities in Oregon. When we compare real estate prices in Salem to Portland or Eugene or Corvallis, Salem tends to be a little bit cheaper than all of those places. So that means you're going to be able to get a bigger house, a better house, for less or the same amount of money in Salem that you would in any of those other cities that I just mentioned. The cost of living in terms of groceries and gas, that's also slightly lower than a place like Portland, but for the most part, the cost of goods and services is very comparable in Salem to any of the other big cities in Oregon. I think the biggest difference really comes down to the cost of living when you compare real estate. If you're somebody who is on a budget or you are looking just for a lower cost of living in Oregon, but you still want easy access to Portland or any of the suburbs of Portland like Beaverton or Hillsborough, Salem is going to make you very happy, and your wallet will also be happy. The next reason why you're absolutely going to love Salem is because we have a cute downtown. In my 5 years of living in Salem, downtown has gone through so much revitalization and a facelift. There is so much development taking place in downtown, and the city is really putting an emphasis on creating better infrastructure for the community and having more events, and in general just creating a better vibe for the downtown area. We have so many historic buildings that are being lovingly restored, and the charm is still alive here in downtown Salem. Right next to downtown Salem, we have the waterfront, which also has a really great and new amphitheater down there. It also has a pedestrian bridge that crosses the Willamette River and into Minto Brown Park. Salem is putting in a lot of effort and ensuring that downtown is a cute place that you're gonna wanna spend time in and spend your money in. I feel like a lot of cities and towns have lost a lot of their original charm and character that they used to have, but Salem has done a really fabulous job in preserving it and even amplifying it. So if you're a sucker for cute old architecture, you are gonna love downtown Salem. The next reason you are gonna fall in love with Salem is because it's great for families. How do I know this, you might ask? Well, friends, it's because a lot of my clients are families. But the fun thing is that a family is many things. There are families who have grown-up children that I work with, or they have small children, they have no children, or maybe they just have fur babies. But all of my clients, they absolutely love it here, no matter the type of family that you have. I personally do not have any babies. I don't have any human small children, but I do have a fur baby, and I can tell you that Salem is so incredibly amazing for fur babies and human babies. But we're gonna talk about fur babies because I've got one. There's so many different parks that you can take your dog to. You can take your doggo to the Saturday market. You can go to Minto Brown Park, which has a off-leash dog area. And there's just a lot of restaurants that you can sit outside and eat with your dog. Ooh. Maybe I should take my dog on a dog date. That sounds cute. Okay, like I said, I do not have a human baby, so my testaments here are really coming from my clients that do have children, but they all love the fact that Salem has so many different activities for kids. There are so many different museums geared towards little children. There's events held at the library for kids of all ages, and there's just a really large community of parents in Salem. So if you've got a fur baby or you have a human baby, you are gonna find yourself at home here in Salem, no matter what kind of baby you've got. Now, if you're like me and you are a child-free individual, you're also gonna find that there are many, many adult activities. You don't have to have a dog or children to fit in here. There's always something going on for everyone. If you enjoyed hearing the top 5 reasons why you are absolutely going to fall in love with Salem, you're gonna wanna check out this video next, where I talk about the 5 reasons that you might hate Salem. Bye, friends. Ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh. The white-winged dove.